And hello, Fast Ginger here with Week 5, Signal 13, Carrera Cup, Sainte-Croix edition. And I believe this is Layout B. And we're watching Castro here. And we're not watching anybody now. And I need to turn my TV down. Okay. So nobody's on the track at the moment. Getting ready for qualifying. I don't believe I know how many laps we're going to have, but I can look that up. So there's at least A, B, and C layouts for this track. And this one is B, the normal way around. It's a pretty popular layout, driven it many times. Go ahead and show it to you here. So he is heading down the 3. He's heading down into 4 and 5 and 6, which put you on the bridge. Sorry about that. Easy to hit the end of the bridge there. Come to the end of the bridge and we will hit the brakes at the triangles. And turn it left. Then turn 8 is pretty fast, but not flat out. And then 9 is flat out. 9 going into 10 is still pretty much a bend into the cover of trees, shadows. 10 is a pretty fun corner and a good passing location. Then we go through complex 11, 12, and 13. It's pretty fast. And if you get this part right, you can go really fast through 13 onto the straight stretch, taking you up into turn 14, which is deceptively sharp. You can swing wide into that wall, but it's also the pit entrance. A little too much pit entrance there. All right, so we'll get off of there. So, ooh, I just heard somebody smack into the wall, and the host is into the game. All right. So, here you go. Take it to look at the standings while we get things squared away here. So, I'm not sure. All right, so we will find the track when it comes back up. And please, I'll put you on hold here for a second. So still no race at the moment. Oops. Hope if I use the right control. It's trying to use the mouse on the PlayStation, which won't work. Okay, so see if we can get some information here on Discord. While we get this figured out. Sorry, I'm joining. Okay. Oh, they're started over for Rio Taco. There we go. Looks like the the track is back. So we will join the race again. Okay. As we join back in progress. Looks like several other people are coming in. So we're still waiting on one A-plus driver newbie. So we've got Castro, Snafu, SB Racing, J-Mac, Orfan, Rio Tacos, Ron Burgundy, Ray Ray, and Newbie. And I am wearing the wrong pair of glasses. So let me get the right ones. Okay, that's better. I have a pair of computer glasses, so definitely helps. So I'm not looking at the bottom through my bifocals because I'm an old man. All right, so here we go. Spectate, change, display all. There we go. So far, nobody. Well, there goes Ron Burgundy is out. Newbies come out. SB Racing, Rio Taco, Snafu, and J-Mac. In the wires or Wyans. There's Ray Ray, Orfan, and Castro are yet to come out. So Ron Burgundy and the BWT Porsche. Well, they're all Porsches. Newbie's moving in on him fast on this out lap for qualifying. This section here, you can make up some time or really lose time, because if you push it, you'll push it out into the wall right there. I think when I found these guys, this is one of the first tracks that I raced with them on in a BMW, I believe. So Newbie has taken the point, SB Racing in second, and Ron's dropped back to third. But everybody's trying to get their own little piece of real estate so they can make a run at it. So Newbie's starting his first lap of qualifying. So we'll do a few minutes of qualifying. Race is 40 minutes. We'll find out here shortly how many minutes a lap is. Should be less than 2 minutes. So probably 23, 24 laps of racing. And I could move that arrow off of there. There we go. A little more detail. Hear a lot of squealing of tires and hopping of race cars. So Newbies in the front, heading down across the bridge. SB in second, Ron third, Snafu in fourth, fifth J-Mac, sixth Rio, Orphan is in seventh, Ray eighth, and we see Castro going the wrong way. Of course I caught that. Oh, we just missed it. So he's got a little front damage splitter, but that should repair in 30 seconds or less, since we do have light damage. So there it goes. It's all fixed. But he still will have some scuffed up paint. So here we go. Newbie's getting ready to finish lap 1. And he finishes with a 2:08. SB Racing nips him. So we got SB Racing on the pole. Newbie's second. Ron Burgundy is coming across. Snafu just posted a time and put Ron Burgundy down 1. J-Mac topped Snafu Ramon. Let's see, Rotten Kraut just came across the line and going a little wide, touching the grass, but keeps it going straight. Ray's come across. See where Castro is. See how high up he can get. I think that spin was on his lap, so this is the lap that will count. So we'll get up here to SB Racing as he comes through the back stretch. He's heading there into the 8, 9, 10. There he comes into 10th. And then this left, right, left. That one's pretty straight. Got to cut that one. Run a little wide, then pinch it in. Get a good run off. And here you come into the final turn. Hit that apex, come out, and touch the wall and mess up your lap. Does not improve. No improvement there. Here we go, J-Mac. Good run out of there. Coming across. improves his time, but not his position. See if Forfan got a little draft off of Ray. Improved his time, but not his position. All right. So jump back here to Castro. Coming through the last snaky bit. Up into turn 14. Finish his lap. Keeps it off the wall, going straight. And across the line. No improvement. Okay. So Forfan has decided he's had enough fun. Castro pushing it a little bit into turn 1. SB Racing still out on the pole. Newbie still chasing him by 3/100ths. And then J-Mac is 3/10ths back from that. Top 3 pretty close together. Top 4 is pretty close together. Yeah, Ron Burgundy. So pretty tight. Pretty tight. 2:08.6 and 2:09.7. So right at a second for the top 4. Top 5. Ray's only a little bit off. 29.9. So looking good. Forfan has had enough. Rio Tacos a 2:13 and a 2:18 for Castro. Looks like he is 9 seconds up on his best lap, so that's a major improvement. So we're looking at for a good lap here, so we'll stick with this one. Let's watch from the inside. There we go. All right. Going through the complex here. There we go. Breaking into turn 14. Keeping it off the wall. Much better lap, you can tell from that. 2:08.9. Massive improvement up to third. Very nicely done at the very last second. So we got SB Racing in the pits. Newbie still out there. Castro jumping up to third. J-Mac here in fourth. Blowing a hole through the air for Snafu. See if Snafu can jump up a spot. J-Mac gone purple. Heading into the last corner, so could be a new pole sitter here. Here we go. Into final turn. Keeps it off the wall. So does Snafu. These are going to be 2 good laps. J-Mac jumps up to pole. So massive improvement on the pole by 8/10ths. So he was sandbagging for quite a while. So there you go. J-Mac pulling one out at the last moment. Castro's still out there, pounding around. Let's see what happens. See if he can make an improvement. Definitely pushing it. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Did not improve. It was really close to his best time, so that's pretty awesome. So we're all done. Ray and the KFC Porsche. Rio Tacos and the Oracle. And we are done with qualifying. So let's take a look at the qualifying results. J-Mac on pole with a 2.7.8. SB Racing 208. Nubia 208. Castro also a 208. Then we get into 209s with Ray, Snafu, Ron Burgundy, Orfan, and then there we go, Rio Taco in 9th positions. So that's pretty awesome. Pretty tight group. Fun track. Plenty of places for passing. And let's see, these are the settings. Afternoon, rolling start, light mechanical damage, fuel 1, and let's see if we have any tires here. Probably missed it. Anywho, so let's get back out here. Let's see. Waiting for them to get the race started. Go ahead and take a gander at the standings. J-Mac on the pole and championship leader. Matt in second. Yellow switches third. Not Jim Shady fourth. Four fans up to fifth. Ricky B 51. Snafu. SB Racing. Don P. Rottenkraut. Castro. Ray. El Chivo. And Drew. So got that going. All right. And looks like we're getting ready to start. Let's change the display. Move that out of the way. These cars bouncing to the start line. Here we go. J-Mac taking the green flag. Everybody's off and racing into turn 1. So far. Oh no! Castro has spun. Yeah, we caught the end of it there. Back to live. J-Mac being hounded by SB in second place as they head to the bridge. J-Mac, SB, and Ron Burgundy in third. Newbie in third, Ron Burgundy in fourth. A little further back, Ray, Orfan, and Rio Tacos all fighting it out. Castro's still right there, so got plenty of time to get back towards the front. Ray, a little tap on the wall, but no damage. And we've got maybe have a challenge for the lead from SB heading into this turn 10. Does he make a move? He goes to the inside. Clipping the inside. Gets the pass done and keeps it there. J-Mac's not done. A little squirrely there. I think he's got a run on him. J-Mac is going to go to... Nope. Thinks better of it into turn 14. SB gets a little squirrely. J-Mac's got a run. Got the draft. Is he going to make a move in turn 1 or is he going to wait for turn 2? SB Racing putting it out there to the dirt. Newbie's not too far behind. If either make a mistake, he'll be there to take advantage. Let's see what's going on further back there. Ray's solidly in 5th. We got a big battle here. Castro going in, trying to get past 2 of them, and it looks like he's made it happen. Got past through Orfan and Snafu. And Snafu's off and into the guardrail. Got some left front damage. The Castro's trying to make hay. Going around Rio, Taco. There he's got it. Is he going to keep it? He's got a... Forfan is fighting right back. Let's get back here and watch as they go into this bend. A little tap, but nothing there. Heavy braking here for this turn. Rio goes defensive, but he's going to be compromised. Forfan is trying to make the Moses move between the two, but doesn't make it. Castro holding the inside. Flips the apex. Rio goes wide and touches Forfan, but they both keep the car going straight. Forfan is still right there. Rio gets ahead of him. Oh, Forfan taps the wall, but no damage. Snafu catches right back up to the tail of him. Right up his clacker, as they say overseas. So Forfan is trying to hold off Snafu. Castro has put some distance between him and Rio Tacos, and Forfan trying to get back to the front as fast as he can. There's Ray by himself in 5th. Ron Burgundy here in 6th by himself, or 4th. And the front 3 are nose to tail. SB still in the lead. Got a little bit, about a second ahead of J-Mac. But J-Mac has Newbie all over his tail. Through this long sweeper. Into this fast right-hander. Newbie pulls out. Making the move on J-Mac. J-Mac's going to have the preferred line on the outside, but he goes back for the over-under. Sticking to the tail of Newbie as they go through these twisty bits, the S's, the snake. I thought he might go wide there, but he kept it on the asphalt. SB is stretching his lead out 1.3. Newbie is in second. J-Mac third. Maybe those two need to work together to get back towards the front. Go back here to fourth and Ron. Ray's still in fifth. Castro puts a big distance between him and Snafu and Rio and Forfan. Rio and Forfan are fighting it out here. This is an easy one to get wrong, and he did. Rio's off on the grass. Hits Forfan, but that actually helped him. Got him going straight. This is a little fun. If you get it right, you can really fly through here. But you got to get this part right too. Everybody's safely on the bridge. See what's going on out up front. SB getting a little drifty. Newbie's right on the tail. J-Mac is right behind him, so kind of settled down right at a second or less than a second between all of these three. Ron Burgundy is holding his own here in fourth place. Ray doing a really good job today. Up to fifth. Castro has his eyes on that place though. After that turn one fiasco. He's trying to get back up to the front. Ray really pushing those tires. Here goes Castro. Into the final turn to start lap 5. Only 9 minutes into this race. Ray going defensive. Or did he just let him go by? Castro's up to 5th with his eyes on 4th place. He's the biggest backslider and mover to the front. Speaking of front, SB is getting hounded by Newbie again. Kind of scruffy through there, a little wide. I think Newbie's going to get a run on him because he kind of messed that turn up. Newbie's right there in his slipstream. Braking hard for the left-hander off the bridge. Go down here. There's like a color change of pavement that you kind of use as your guide for lifting and getting back on the gas. Full throttle through here. 0.7 to between first and second, and 0.4 from second to third. Nobody close enough to make a move here. I think J-Mac got a pretty good run through there. This is where he can really make it go wrong. This is the hardest part of the track, I think. Because if you get it right, it's really fast. If you get it wrong, it's really wrong. It's like if you miss the first part of it, then the second and third part, it just gets multiplied worse and worse. A few little hits off the wall there slowed it down. 0.2 between first and second. Just half a second between all three of them. Newbie's moving to the inside. Maybe he's making a move. SB blocks that move, hits the curb, gets a little sideways. as they go side by side, and that's not a good idea through here unless you trust that other driver. I think he backed out. Oh, he's got the inside. Nope. SB gets it. Oh, everybody safely past that guardrail. Really good battle here. J-Mac got to run, taking a peek on the inside, but thinking wise. SB must have a little more speed in a straight line, so he pulled out a little bit on the bridge. Newbie's just trying to fill his mirrors. Is he going to make the move? He's showing his intention. He's on the inside. SB going to try the over-under. Newbie made the pass. Got it to stick so far. SB Racing is right there as we go through the S's. Rio Taco has dropped out. Uh-oh, SB's a little wide. J-Mac's got to run now. Is he going to make a move into turn 14? Nope. Newbie continues. Newbie's in first. SB in second. J-Mac in third still. It's all tightly contested. This one is going down to the wire from the looks of it. 13 minutes into the race. All right, let's see what's going on further back here. Fourth place, Castro. We see him make the move on Ron. So Castro's gone from last to fourth. Ron fighting back. Puts a little fender into the side. But Castro makes it happen. Ray dropped back a little bit. As we go into the... Oh! Ron doing his best Tokyo drift there. Safely through onto the bridge. Ray's right there still. Fourth Snafu's right there. And Forfan. It's on the bridge as well. I think that's everybody. We lost one. So Newbie decided to take advantage of the lead and try to stretch his legs about a second. Okay, so SB Racing. Holding into second place, J-Mac in third. His tires look really good. I don't know if tires are going to be an issue. Oops. Hit the wrong button on the keyboard. Okay. So Newbies finishes lap number 7. In first place, SB Racing in second. Third is still J-Mac. Castro is up to fourth. Ron Burgundy's in fifth. Ray's in sixth. Snafu's in seventh. And Forfan in eighth. Everybody's pretty close. I mean, 21 seconds between first and last. Not too bad. We've had worse. But yeah, good battle up front. Driver of the race so far is Castro. Just think if he hadn't had that spin at the beginning, he'd have been fighting for the lead as well, I'd say. So Ron Burgundy's up here in fifth still. Castro on fourth. Oh, massive maneuver to not hit the end of the bridge. Castro has gone purple. You can tell from the red on the tires that he's definitely been pushing. So Newbie's still in the lead, SB still in second, J-Mac in third, no change at the front. Castro in fourth, 9.7 seconds back. He needs those front three to fight with each other so that maybe he can get back a little bit. Ron Burgundy back in fifth. Ray 6. And then Snafu's in seventh. And Forfan, here he comes into eighth. So there we go. Really pushing through that turn 1. Or turn 14. Here's turn 1. If you cut that on the inside, that white line, you'll get a track penalty there. 3. It's pretty easy to get it wrong too and go wide right there. You can see where some folks have done that already. This sweeping fourth, going downhill towards the bridge. 4, 5, and then 6 is really tricky. You can kind of straighten that 4, 5 out a little bit to late break into 6. And across the bridge, brake heavy for turn 7. As we see Newbie do there. Here we'll see him hugging the inside of that. Turn 10. Or no, that was... Yeah, here we go. Here's 9. That was 8. Okay, so here's 9. And then up into 10th here. Easy to get wrong too and go wide into that sand. Should be flat out through here. Little lift. I forget these are road cars, but with group 3s it would be flat out through there. Not really flat out here, but listen to those tires really complain. And then braking here. Apex. Swing as wide as you can. And he did. And there's your lap. So we are 19 minutes into a 40-minute race. And if you look at his fuel, I'm not sure if he's going to make it to the end. Because he's over 50%. And he's just now at 50% of the race. So he may need to do some fuel savings to get to the end of the race. Let's see how everybody else is. I hadn't really paid attention to that. All right, so there's second. SB Racing. Same fuel condition. J-Mac. He's got the most fuel, so maybe he knows something. Doing a little coasting, a little saving, a little slipstream, getting a little better gas mileage so he can push at the end of the race and not fuel save. So let's see where Castro is with fuel. He's below 50 as well. Ron Burgundy is below 50. Ray's right at it, so he should be able to make it. Oh, just a little touch, not a much. Snafu's a little over. And Forfan right at halfway, so could be interesting at the end of this race. because Newbie's really pushing it and he's really using a lot of fuel. Might want to start short shifting. That would be his best bet. But as you see there, he is not. He's revving the nuts out of it. All right, let's change back. Okay, so there we go. Little traction control going on. Or no, that was the brake. So Newbie's out on the lead. SB is in second. J-Mac is right there. Oh, he goes a little wide. J-Mac take advantage because he had the lift. I don't know if he got all 4 tires off the road. Let's see what happens here in this heavy braking zone. Whoa, clipped that curb and really bounced the car, got it unsettled, and it did not like that whatsoever. So J-Mac has moved up to second place. Still in better fuel position than first and third. Castro's kind of iffy too with fuel. Still 9 seconds back. That's where it's been for quite a few laps now since he got up into that place. Does have the fastest lap for now. So Ron Burgundy's in 5th. Snafu is pretty close. How's Snafu's fuel? I can't remember. Same as Ron's. Ray's still looking better. He might get a few positions on fuel saving. Forfan probably is the best driver on track as far as fuel goes. So we still have 16 minutes left of this race. 23 down. 24 down. All right, so it's going to be interesting into the race. Go back up here to the front. Newbies stretched it out on J-Mac 3.5 seconds. I think J-Mac is probably into some fuel savings right now. SB is still in third. Castro in fourth. A little closer by about half a second. Made up a little bit of time. I do like the Castro livery. Or golf. I like Castro's golf livery. Nice and tidy there with the little bunny hop. Not sure what causes that. These are tuned vehicles, but you weren't allowed to add any suspension parts. You were able to add the I think the power restrictor maybe. Ooh. But yeah, I don't think no aerodynamics and no suspension, just a power change. I think weight maybe. I can't remember, but that's it. And then run any livery that you want. So we'll go back out front for Newbie as he finishes yet another lap in the lead. These cars do have DRS, but it is unable or not able to be used in this race. If you look over there by the throttle indicator, it says DRS up there. Whenever it's highlighted like that, you would be able to deploy it, but the organizers of this race said this is not one of the tracks that you can use DRS in. So it's able, but you're not able to use it by the rules. So I think there might be another racetrack coming up where you can use it. Hopefully, I know Daytona is one of the tracks, and I would hope you could use that on the super speedway part of the road course. But Newbie's got quite the lead there on J-Mac. But I think we're doing a little bit of fuel savings here. Everybody's running 209s. SB Racing still in third. There's Castro in fourth. Snafu's in fifth with Ron Burgundy close behind. And right behind him is Ray Ray. Let's get back to sixth. There we go. So there's Snafu, Burgundy, Ray Ray. 4 fans should be showing up in the back there somewhere. There he is. He has had... Did he do a pit stop? I think so. Look, he's got brand new fresh tires and plenty of fuel. Uh-oh. Newbie and SB Racing have gone into the pits. New tires and a splash of fuel to get them to the end. So we were right. J-Mac has decided to stay out, do some conservation of fuel, try to get to the end of the race, I'm sure. Snafu has come into the pits as well. 4 fans should stay out, should be able to take that place. Or at least get closer to him. There he goes. He comes out. 4 fan is still there. So J-Mac, 12-second lead on second place with 11 minutes to go. A quarter of a tank. He could probably go down into the 210s and make it to the end of the race. A little fuel savings. He's got a cushion there. I'd save right now and see what you have left for the last 4, 5, 6 minutes of the race. So 10 minutes of race, 2 minutes a lap. So we're talking 5 laps of fuel is what he would need. So we do not have access to that information, but tires not going to be a problem to get to the end. Fuel with the proper conservation and fuel management, a little bit of short shifting, he should be able to make it to the end and not have to really do qualifying lap times. Let's see what his time is here, see if he's let up a little bit. 2:11, so yeah, he's definitely conserving fuel with that lap time. So 13 seconds between him and Castro, who did not pit. So he's come from last to second place. I'm not sure if he's going to make it on fuel. Newbie, fresh fuel, fresh new tires, so he should be able to get that spot with some ease. Pokes his nose on the inside. I'd almost wait and try to do it up in the turn 10 or at the end of the bridge. Get a good run on to the bridge would be good. I think he compromised his exit, but he might have got a better exit there. Here he goes on the inside, making the move. I think he's got the position. He's got the better tires, pulls in front, hits the apex, and he is through. And a little tap. Castro's going to come back, but he does not. He falls in behind. So Newbie's up to second. Castro drops back to third with SB Racing close behind. He'll be trying to get around Castro as fast as he can too. I mean, right now is just put the pedal down and go for it. You don't have to worry about your tires or your fuel. Just go as fast as you can. Go hard at it. You could do qualifying lap times at this point. Light fuel load, fresh tires, should be pretty fast. So there he is. See if he can catch up. And Ron's back there. Pretty low on fuel, I don't know. And he's got his left turn signal on, so there we go. All right, so Ray still out, should make it, possibly. And Snafu definitely will make it, plenty of fuel there. And Forfan with half-second penalty, but plenty of fuel and tires. All right, J-Mac still out in the front. Did a 2:11.8 last lap, so he's definitely in conservation mode. 10-second lead that he's lost 3 seconds in the past 2 laps, but he does have a cushion, and we've got 6 minutes, so 3 laps. Maybe 4 because of where we are. So I think he's going to have 2, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, maybe 4 laps. We'll see. So J-Mac. And there's a newbie. Put some moves on. Okay, so SB did make it around Castro. I think Castro didn't have any choice. He's got to save his fuel if he wants to make it to the end. So yeah, I think he's got 3 laps he's going to have to do. So a little fuel strategy here has mixed things up. J-Max still up in the lead. A 2:10.3, a little faster that time than the last. But his car is really light. So... and he's got 8-second lead. Ron Burgundy pops in. He did not have enough to get to the end. So yeah, there he is. He is done. No tires, just fuel. So Ron comes out in 7th ahead of Forfan. Drifting through turn 1. Still got a 5-second lead on Forfan, so he's pretty safe there. He does not have new tires, so he doesn't have any advantage on Snafu. Snafu actually has better tires and more fuel, so he should be able to keep that position. We'll go back up here to J-Mac, still in the lead. Still fuel, not in the red. 7 seconds on second place. And newbies pushing 2:07.5, and SB. They've both started doing personal best and fastest laps, so they're pushing it. They may as well. They got nothing to lose, and they want to put the pressure on first place because they know he's got to conserve to make it to the end, and he doesn't have fresh tires. Oh, he just kept it off the wall. He's definitely pushing that Porsche for all that it's worth. They can see J-Mac up in the lead now. They're all on the same straight part of the track. There he is. 5 seconds. He's going to have to do 2 laps. Yep, he's going to have to do 2 laps. His fuel is red. I don't know if he's going to make it. Let's stay here. This is going to be close. He's 4 seconds ahead. Coming in third shift. There he goes. Short shift for sure. Shift. There you go. And you know those guys just smell blood in the water there. Fastest sector. Newbies flying up. Trying to put the pressure on. He wants J-Mac to push as hard as he can to run out of fuel. There they are. He can see him. When you can see somebody like that, it makes you push that much harder. And J-Mac, he's going to see them in the back, and he's going to want to push as hard as he can too. But there he is, going into the, getting ready to go into the S's to start his final lap. But she was wishing this was his final lap now. He can't slow up, and I mean, he's got half a lap of time on the board, but he's got to do a full lap. Is he going to have enough fuel? I'm assuming he's just going to go for it. There he is, 1.5 seconds behind. Newbie's right there. Is he going to push it? I think Newbie's going to catch him. He's really close. Did he leave enough fuel in the tank to go flat out for the final lap? I don't think he did. Here comes Newbie. Newbie's pushing. As we get ready to go across the bridge. Through the S's. Onto the bridge entrance. Newbie had to check up a little bit. Good run off the final corner there across the bridge. J-Mac staying to the inside, protecting that inside move. If anything, Newbie's going to try it at the turn 10 into the fast sweeping right-hander into the front stretch here. A little wide. He's right on him. J-Mac making multiple moves. Newbie's going to push it. Is he going to go to the inside? He's going to go for the better exit. Oh, he goes around the outside for the lead. J-Mac gets a little squirrely there. Newbie makes the pass. Oh, he tried to get on it to get through, but Newbie had too much for him. All right. There we go. Newbie across the line for first place. J-Mac in second. SB Racing in third. And then we will have Snafu coming across for fourth place. He's on the hairy edge of having enough fuel, and keeps it off the wall. And he comes across in fourth. Ray coming across for fifth. Forfan and sixth. Ron Burgundy in seventh. Forfan just got Ron. There it is. Just nipped him there at the very end. Okay, so there we are. Got really interesting there at the end. So your final results. Newbie in first place. J-Mac in second. SB Racing with the fastest lap in third. Snafu in fourth. Ray in fifth. Forfan nipping Ron Burgundy for sixth place. Just 2/100ths of a second. Castro ending up in eighth place. And that's it. Because I think the other driver had left the race. Rio Tacos had left the race before it ended. So pretty good race there. Definitely some different strategies. Mix things up. J-Mac had an idea and tried. He did make it to the end, but just not enough pace. It's one of those where you have to save at the beginning. But yeah, that was a really good race. Much better than I thought it was going to be, actually, to be honest. So, all right. Well, thanks everybody for watching. And we will have another race here. Let's see. I think next week is going to be a league versus league race and not the Carrera Cup. So we'll let you know what's going on there. Here's Daytona and the road course. That'll be the next Carrera Cup. So always a good racetrack. Hopefully it's at night. I like these cars. I like this track under the lights. So always a good time. So, all right. Well, thanks for watching, and we'll see you again next Wednesday.